Hi, 8th graders. Okay, here is your baking lesson for Canada. We are going to make Nanaimo bars, Nanaimo, from Nanaimo, Canada. And I hope I'm not offending anybody by my pronunciation of them. So they are no bake bars. I thought they would be perfect for our first recipe to try, though I will tell you they are expensive to make. There's a lot of ingredients and some of these ingredients are kind of spendy. So if you have them around, great. If not, I promise you our next recipe in Mexico will not be so spendy. Okay, so for these Nanaimo bars, Canadian bars, you need an 8x8 pan. So mine is glass. You can use metal. It could possibly even be silicone because again, it's not going to go into the oven. So I went ahead and made the base layer first. And in the base layer, let's see here. I took a standard size pot for the oven, or excuse me, for the stove, and I melted half a stick of butter. Okay, then I went ahead and I added 1/4 cup of sugar and 5 tablespoons of cocoa powder. All right, and then I'm going to stir that together until the sugar is dissolved. Okay, so not terribly long. And then something I thought was relatively strange and I haven't done before, but they want you to add 1 egg. All right, so I cracked an egg into a bowl and I beat it first. And they want you to add that egg to this hot chocolatey mixture so you can cook the egg. And it completely changed the texture of the chocolate. So I'm hoping I did that right. You then remove the pan of chocolate and egg, and then you need to add in an entire cup of shredded coconut, and that can be expensive. I wouldn't skip the coconut because coconut adds a lot of oil and fat to a recipe, and especially a whole cup. This is something that I would definitely add. You then need to add 1/2 cup of almonds. So these are just some sliced almonds, and then with a spoon I kind of chop them myself. I personally think you could probably skip the almonds if you don't have them. And I'm sure you can use any other type of nut if you have, or just skip it all completely. So 1/2 cup is kind of a lot, but knowing the texture of it, I think you would be okay. Okay, then you need to add 1 cup of graham cracker crumbs. Now you can buy a box of graham cracker crumbs. I just buy a cheaper whole box of graham crackers, and then you can use a rolling pin, a spoon, you can use your hands, and you wanna crumble up those and 1 cup worth. All right, so once everything is mixed in, you're just going to want to go ahead and spread it at the bottom of the pan. All right, and you put this in the refrigerator to let it cool while you make the second layer. So I did go ahead and do that. All right, the second layer is absolutely delicious. Okay, so for the second layer, I did bring down my mixer. All right, if you have a hand mixer, that would work too. A whisk, maybe a whisk if you have a really nice one, but it might take you a while. So again, it's another 1/2 stick of butter. Again, it's a dessert. All right, and then 2 cups powdered sugar. So that's that really white, fluffy looking sugar that usually you add to frosting. Okay, so 2 cups of that. Then you need 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of heavy cream. Okay, so heavy cream. I just got this at Bennett's. And then you take 2 tablespoons of vanilla pudding mix and 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and I just mix that, and it's really good. So what we're supposed to do is we are supposed to take this mixture and pour it on top. And I have never made these before, okay? Never made these before. I've actually never heard of them before. So I'm pretty excited about these. Totally naughty though, but that's what a good dessert is. And it has chocolate. My cocoa powder that I used was dark chocolate, just because I really like chocolate. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So they want you to have the bottom layer chilled because they say this part will be easier to spread. And so far, so good. And I used a vanilla paste instead of like a vanilla extract. So it's a little bit thicker and I can totally see the vanilla beans, which is good. But again, I really, really like vanilla flavoring. All right, so you spread that there. And then they tell you to put it back in the refrigerator for a little bit to chill before you make your top layer. I'm gonna skip that part though. So hopefully that's all right. They're both kind of chilled. I think that's about even. All right. All right, so the top layer is pretty simple. All right, I just took a glass bowl and I did half a cup of chocolate chips and 2 tablespoons-ish of butter, and I melted them. So when you melt chocolate in the microwave, you really, really have to be careful. Chocolate is so picky and it can burn very easily. If you do have a double broiler, I recommend doing that. But if you don't, try 30 seconds on high. And it might not look melted, but once you start stirring it and stirring it and stirring it, then the chocolate does start to melt. So I think I did 30 seconds and then I took it out and stirred it, maybe did another 15 seconds maybe, and it came out perfectly. So all you do now is you add this top layer and that is it. That is it. So let's see how this works. I'm gonna go ahead and add this and hopefully it's not gonna melt too bad, because I did not chill my top layer. Oh, look at that. Yum. I'm so excited to try these. But I have to eat dinner first, right? Don't have dessert before dinner. What are we having for dinner? Oh, I should be worrying about dinner. Making dinner and maybe not making Canadian bars and baking videos for school. Maybe we just eat these for dinner. Oh my God, thanks. Ta-da! Oh, this is so pretty. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these back in the refrigerator to fully chill. Okay, ooh, I'll be looking at that later. Yum. All right, so what does it say here? So it just says once you have all the 3 layers, cover and chill in the fridge. So I'll probably wrap it with some cling wrap and then put it in the fridge to chill, and then you can cut it and it should make 9 bars. I will post this recipe. This is not a requirement. It's just going to be something extra if you want to try with your family. Again, I should have said this at the beginning. I usually do with my videos. Make sure you have parent or guardian permission before you make something in the kitchen and take the ingredients. All right, make sure your area is clean, your hands are clean, all right, and you clean up afterwards, okay? We never make something and leave a mess in the kitchen, okay? Moms don't like that. You can clean that up later. That's okay. Husbands are different. All right. So let me know if you do make these. Send a picture, email me. I don't know if you can post a picture to how I'm going to post this on Schoology, but you guys will let me know. So enjoy. Thank you.